All right, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Gamecock Chuck here. Today we're going to talk about a possible South Carolina commitment that's going to be choosing between South Carolina and Penn State this Thursday. And I'm talking about four-star wide receiver Lex Cyrus out of the Harrisburg, Pennsylvania area, Susquehanna Township High School. That's a tongue twister right there. Class of 2025. He's about 5'10", 170 pounds, so your typical slot receiver, jet sweep kind of guy. But yeah, like I said, he's going to be choosing this Thursday between South Carolina and Penn State, right? Coach Mike Furrey has done a lot of work to get South Carolina in the mix on this young man. He visited South Carolina back in June, on June 7th, took an official visit to South Carolina. The week before that, he was at Penn State, so I guess he's already narrowed his choice down at them two school, and he's ready to make a commitment on Thursday. Just looking at this young man, right? Looking at this young man's huddle highlights, and I know, you really can't get a whole lot out of his huddle highlights because, huddle they put together highlights of everything positive that these young men do, these young student athletes do, right? But just by looking at him, you can tell he's got great speed, right? He's a track athlete at high school, runs about 11-second 100 meters. So he's got good speed, can stretch the field, good hands, good route running. It looks like he's got good route running ability, crisp out of his cuts. The thing that I'm interested to know is how well or does he win on the line of scrimmage, right? When you got a DB pressed up at the line of scrimmage against him. In the huddle highlights, you don't see that, right? So when he gets to, whether he goes to Penn State or South Carolina, the Big Ten or the SEC, he needs to be able to do that. He needs to be able to do that to be successful at the next level. And they don't show that. So to be honest, I can't give you an honest assessment of how well he wins at the line of scrimmage, but all his other attributes are great. Like I said, he got the speed, he got the hands, the route running, the things like that. A good downfield blocker, can return touchdowns. Actually, I think he plays on both sides of the ball, so he can return touchdowns. He's returned one for a punt this past season, or I think it was a punt. But he's got a touchdown, returning the ball. I'd like for him to be taller. I'd like for him to be 6 foot plus, but we can always use these slot receivers, right? These guys that can stretch the field, that can get behind the secondary and have big explosive plays. So I'm not going to knock his size. It is what it is. If he does choose South Carolina, I'll be ecstatic to have him on board. Like I said, just by looking at his huddle highlights, he's got great hands, great running, route running, great speed, all that good stuff that I mentioned. His junior season, he had 67 catches, just over 1,100 yards and 13 touchdowns. So the young man is an explosive player, can do things with the ball once he gets in his hand, and he's electrified. So I'll be interested to see, where he commits on Thursday. If South Carolina can get a commitment from this young man, that'd be huge in my opinion. Coach Furrey, like I said, he's put in a lot of work, and to be able to go into Pennsylvania and get a talented wide receiver like Lex Cyrus to commit to South Carolina will be huge for the Gamecocks, in my opinion. Pennsylvania is really not as far as I can recall, we don't have a whole lot of, success around the state of Pennsylvania. So if we can land this guy, I think that'd be huge for the Gamecocks. But like I said, Coach Furrey's putting in the work, trying to get this young man on board, and we shall see you on Thursday. So y'all get in the comments. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know where y'all think he's going to commit. Be sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and share this video. Until next time, that'll be it for this video. Gamecock Chuck. See you guys around.